Voice of a Time, Climate Change, with a special view on how it's affect India. Climate change is not a distant threat. It's happening here and now. From floods in Assam, droughts in Maharashtra, heat waves in Delhi, cyclones along coast, India is already feeling its impact. Now, what do you mean by climate change? Climate change is a long-term change in temperature and weather patterns. While some changes are natural, today's rapid warming is due to human activities, especially burning of fossil fuels like oil, gas, which releases greenhouse gases that affects the Earth's atmosphere. It traps the heat in Earth's atmosphere, which is harmful for our environment. Then we'll see what are the causes of climate change. The main causes of climate changes are burning fossil fuels for electricity, transport and industry. Deforestation. How can we consider deforestation as the cause of climate change? Because trees are the main source of oxygen. Here, deforestation means diversity, which is another name for deforestation, which means cutting down of trees. As we all know, the main source of oxygen is tree, and we are cutting down trees unnecessary for our daily requirement. And obviously we know that we are taking oxygen and we are breathing and we are exhaling carbon dioxide, and we are the large number of people. We need more oxygen and we are exhaling more carbon dioxide, which is harmful for our environment, that depletes the ozone layer. Agriculture and livestock. Now you will be thinking how agriculture and livestock is the cause of climate change? Yes, it's the cause of climate change because in agriculture we use modern machines for nowadays for agriculture. We use pesticides like urea, which kills the natural microorganisms that are present, that makes the land fertile. How livestock? Livestock releases methane, which is harmful for our earth. Industrial emissions and urbanization. Industrial emissions pollute tree, water, air and land. How land? Because by discharging all the dirt and waste materials in the land, which is fertile, that we can cultivate, and they're dumping that affects the land. Water, how? By discharging the water, that dirty water, and for the poor people, they are drinking water from river, and they drink that river, that water, they get affection. Then air. By industry releases gas like carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, nitrous oxide, that is harmful for our body, that leads disease like respiratory disease like asthma. Now we'll see global evidence of climate change. The evidence is clear. The last decade was the hottest recorded in history. Rising global temperature, because the Earth's temperature is rising, that is leading to global temperature melting. Now you people be thinking, what is global warming? What is global temperature? It is the ongoing average temperature of the Earth's surface. Melting glaciers and polar ice, because the Earth's temperature is rising and it's becoming hotter, where the colder region where there is ice, bergs and glaciers, they are melting rapidly, which can cause the submerge of city. Then sea level rise. How it can? Now the ice are melting, the glaciers are melting. Now you people thinking where the water will go? It will absolutely come to the sea or ocean, and near the coast areas the houses are there, that threatens the cities. Extreme weather patterns like floods, wildfires and heat waves are natural. Climate change in India. Now we'll focus on climate change in India. Frequent heat waves, like extreme weather patterns like heat waves, cyclone, earthquake, flood are even unpredictable. It was the season where it kept, but we experienced everything often in the same year. Then cyclones like Amphan, Pani, Tokate, and the recent one, don't forget, it held on 28 October, Montha in West Bengal. Himalayan glaciers are melting. The Himalayan, which is the world's largest range, it's melting because of global warming, and it's threatening to areas and hydroelectric power. India among the most vulnerable countries. Effects on agriculture and economy. India, climate change directly affect the economy because how? India is known as the cultivated area where all farmers plant crops and this and etc. Then droughts and floods affect farmer because on the specific season when rain has to come, it is not coming. That is leading to drought and water scarcity. Farmers are leading to distress and in debt. Then floods. The water are overflowing and that is reducing, that is destroying fields and crops. It is risking to GDP. That may drop 2.8% by 2050 if no action is taken. Effect on people and health. It's affecting people and health because heat-related illness like hydration and heat strokes because of heat waves, poor air quality and respiratory disease because I told you before, because the industrial are emitting the gases which is harmful for our body, which releases gases like carbon dioxide, methane, greenhouse gases that we drink, we inhale. That is harmful for our body, which leads to respiratory diseases like asthma, I already told you. Spread of malaria and dengue. How it spreads? Because of the unpredictable pattern of monsoon. Because on the season when rain has come, it is not coming, it's becoming unpredictable. That is leading to vector and waterborne diseases like malaria and dengue. It's affecting poor and rural communities the most. Now we'll see what India is doing. India has taken the net zero emission target by 2017. We are using renewable energy expansions like solar energy, wind energy that is helpful for us. National Action Plan on Climate Change. We have taken the National Action Plan on Climate Change. Clean energy programs like PM Kusum and Ujjwala are taken in Gujarat, which specifically thinks about the renewable energy for solar energy and wind. Then what we can do? Each of us can contribute in this. We can save energy by switching off the electricity when it is not in use. We are leaving the electricity, fan and light opening and leaving the house. That we must not do. We must switch off the light and fans when it's not necessary. Then we can reduce waste by recycle, reduce, and we must use public transport or cycle. For near path, we are taking our own private vehicles that are emitting the gases that is polluting the environment. For here and there, we can do cycling that could help for us heart and that could help us in heart maintenance. We can use public transports for going nearby, or we can walk and go. We must plant trees. As much as possible, we can plant trees. We must plant because it gives oxygen and it decreases the level of carbon dioxide in the environment. We must support green policies and spread awareness about the climate change and global warming. Conclusion, our shared responsibility. Once again, I'll say, we must plant more and more trees. We must use public transport for nearby. We must save water, energy, and it's a quote from our ancestors. We don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Let's act today. for a sustainable tomorrow by planting more and more trees and using less electricity, etc. Thank you. Now you can ask your questions.